Well, good morning. How's everybody doing today? People of the future, hope things are well. People of the present will likely file in at some point. Had a good day of, real quick, current star date and time. June 3rd. It is, Thursday? I think it's Thursday. Thursday feels right. Pretty good day of sales yesterday. I think just shy of 500. What did we do? Just a scotch below 500. So not bad. We do have some orders shipping out right now. Looks like we've got 14 orders. One of those will need to be pulled. A lot of these are going to be pretty easy, so we don't expect to be keeping you for too long. My guess is probably roughly about an hour, maybe hour and a half show. Finally finished my massive undertaking of organizing all of my backstock unlisted postcards. It took about 5 days. I didn't list very much during those 5 days. Finished last night and just wanted to do a quick experiment. So I listed for an hour. Now that I had all my postcards organized, I was curious if I'm not making a lot of changes as I'm doing listings, how many can I get listed in an hour? Now, given this was my first, attempt at this, and just trying to get things rolling and get used to the new system, it was a little bit slower than I was mainly expecting. Hey, Steve, how you doing? So yeah, now that I have all of the backstock organized by state and content, I sat down, I pulled all of my Maine postcards. Every postcard that I have for the state of Maine. Sat down, started going through them. I'm comping as I'm listing. And in 1 hour, I listed 27 postcards. That's my first hour on the new system. Listing value was around $160, which is awesome. For 1 hour of listing, that's pretty darn good. 27 listings in 1 hour. Now, that may not sound like a ton, but do the math on that. That means I can list at that rate 200 postcards in a day. I've never listed more than 150 postcards in a day. In an 8-hour workday, that's over 200 postcards. The most I've ever listed in a single day before this was like 150, and that was a 10-hour day. This morning, before I started this live stream, I started listing at about 6:30. I spent around an hour and 15 minutes listing. I did all of my Disney World postcards, and I listed 43 listings for almost $200. They're over $200. What was my I'll find out right now. 41 listings in about an hour and 15 minutes for $193. So, new methodology for listing these postcards is going to be a game changer. Hello, David, and welcome. Makes me feel like a schmuck for not doing it before, quite honestly. This is going to increase my listing output like exponentially. I can do 100 postcards listings in a day and have most of my day to work on anything else and still pump out almost effortlessly 100 listings in postcards every single day. In probably a couple hours, as I get a little bit faster and kind of tweak the system a little bit more. Holy crap, man. I'm excited now to continue with this. Like, I'm going to probably after the stream just go bust out another like 50 postcards and then just list other stuff the rest of the day. And I'll have 100 postcard or 100 listings under my belt for the day. That's crazy. So yeah, excited about that. I'm a few days behind on starting like I was in May, but I think I'm going to be able to do 2,000 listings this month, which is a lofty goal still, I think, but I think I'm going to be able to do it. And I don't think it's going to be that hard, honestly. All right, so this is a Japanese lithophane tea set. Lithophane is a cool word you guys should know about. I'm going to show you something real quick here. Okay. So this one is a French lithophane. They're made of porcelain. Good morning, Amy. They were made mainly in originally like France and Germany primarily. Some were in America, but usually they were like lampshades initially. So here's what it looks like. Doesn't look like much, but once it gets backlit, there you go. Check that out. It's 3D, right? Like, so this is typically hand carved. Like, this is not like stamped or manufactured. It's somebody carved it. You can see on the back, you can usually see the carve marks and smoothed out. So lithophane, lithophane. I've sold many of these. I should probably get this one listed today. These sell roughly like in the $60 to $100 range, sometimes more depending on the content. Here's a couple more of them. I don't have these listed primarily because of there's some significant damage. Pretty hunting and people in gardens are usually there you go, a popular subject matter. So you see a lot of like hunting and people in gardens. And then there's this one, which is kind of a, sorry, try that again. Try to get there we go. So it just looks like that normally, but then you get the light through it and it just comes to life. So they're very cool. And what I'm shipping now, I think I showed this when I was packing it up. It's already pre-packed. Is a tea set that kind of uses the same, I don't know, technology. And this is one of those things that sat in my death pile for a very long time. So this is what you see when so there's the tea set, but when you look through the bottom, you see the, traditional geisha image. Very nice, hand-painted porcelain. Gilt. I don't know who this maker is. I looked through Hallmarks endlessly. Couldn't figure it out. But very pretty little tea set with the lithophane. So there you go. Amy, I said good morning already, right? Good morning. So that is already packed, ready to go. Makes my life real easy. Boom. All right. So yeah, that was a $130 for the tea set, plus shipping. They paid $30 for shipping and handling. I did charge flat shipping on this, because everything's in here and individually bubble wrapped and boxed. It took a good 20 minutes to pack, so I charged a flat shipping for a little more than it would have cost to ship to Florida. So I charged $30 for shipping, I think, and I got cost me $21. Got some orders coming in this morning. That's pretty good. All right, let's do these. I'm running a sale on some older inventory right now, so we're seeing some kind of wacky stuff go out. These are 3 Littlest Pet Shop, new in the package. We've got Alia Lagarto, Daphne Dolphin, and Coralina Reefton. I got little buddies with them. Yeah. Those came from an eBayer that I bought out several years ago. Not several years ago. In November of 2019, to be specific. It seems like several years ago because 2020 counts as 10 years. All right. Super easy. But yeah, same person came in. They bought 3. Total purchase was $31.88. I don't know if that's good, but it took a sale for these things to move. So I'm thinking, and I've had these up for quite some time. I've played with the price repeatedly. So I don't think if I'm leaving money on the table, it ain't much. And quite frankly, I don't care. Oh, come on. All right. Well, let's do this. You gotta be kidding me. Is there no way these are gonna fit here? There we go. So yeah, not too bad. $30 Littlest Pet Shop sale. I did, Crazy Card. I did try doing Google Lens, and it didn't. It always has a very hard time with anything that isn't like a standard print font. So yeah, I'm actually on like a number of Facebook groups that deal with this as well, and I don't remember if I put it on there and just didn't get a response. But there is a Japanese porcelain and ceramic identification group on Facebook, and I am signed up on a lot of those different Facebook groups for that kind of stuff. So like, since I'm not really a cards guy, I'm on like a bunch of antique car appreciation and identification book groups, because they show up on postcards and I'm like, I don't know what this is, or in photographs. And you know what? Like, especially car guys, like if they know, they're going to tell you, because they like to flex their knowledge. We've got some postcards. We'll hold off on those. Here's a nice, easy one. Yeah. Oops. Nice, easy. Got this is Echo. What do you call it? The can tapper. $11, yo. How many of these things have you rooted through at the thrift shop? If you find those things, branded ones, like if you find the beer ones, they can usually do about the same thing. Like they're usually in the neighborhood of like, high end around, $19, $20 if you've got a good brand that's unusual. People do collect them. But I usually get at least like $5 or $6. And they're one of those things too, you can just lot up and people buy. Like, let's see. I thought I had an envelope here. And we'll throw it in a box. Another good thing like that's easy, that you can find all the time, doesn't cost anything, and will lot up and sell every year during the holidays. Nutcrackers. Nutcrackers, the little nut knife things. And they will sell year round because people eat lobster and use the same tools for lobster. If you find those, there's like the screw down nutcrackers. Those are the best sellers. Those are like, you can get them for $1 and sell them for usually 15, 20. They're a little less common. Military collectors too, yeah. I've on some military groups as well on Facebook. You gotta look for the guys who are into the old military stuff. Because if you just type into Facebook military group, you're gonna end up A, probably on some watch list somewhere, and B, probably in a group that really is not going to be interested in helping you identify what patch it is on that soldier's uniform. All right, we got Prince of Persia for the PSP. Complete, tested with the manual. You guys are, I know you get really excited about the Vidya games. I don't know why more channels don't talk about the video game stuff they buy and sell. You would think that like YouTubers would, always shoot footage of like going to yard sales and finding whole bunches of video games and then, filming the videos where they pack and sell them. Mogo, here's the best thing to do. Spread them all out and put them in direct sunlight for maybe an hour, 2 hours. Flip them over, give them, blast the other side with some sunlight, 1 hour, 2 hours. That will do it most of the time. Sunlight and fresh air has magical abilities to remove odor like that. I don't know what it is. You can also just take them and put them in a bag of kitty litter for a couple of days. That works really well as well. Of course, unused kitty litter. Oh, nice. Dude, patches. I love selling patches. They are such good sellers for me, and they're so easy. They're so easy. You can scan them a lot of times. It's 2 pictures. And depending on what you've got, like I've sold patches over $100. It was a Saudi Arabian Air Force patch. Sold for like $130. I sold a World War II Civil Service Corps bus driver patch for $130. Like, do your research, price them right, and like if they've got a musty smell, you probably got something good there. And if you're not into listing them on their own, let me know. All right, next up. Got a bunch of like, I don't know what to call this. These are like baby shower, this like party favors, I guess is what. Yeah, baby shower party favors. What do we got here? We got some little horse ornament something. We've got some little rattle something. You got some fake safety pins, something. Some tiny plastic shoes. Some plastic baby buggies. Some more plastic shoes. Some plastic rattles. Some more plastic rattles. These also came from the eBay store that I bought out some time ago. Way back in in 20-9. We had to use the word diggity because the COVID took our word for oh man, over a pound. Florida, worst case scenario. Well, we're not putting it in a box. These things are garbage plastic. It's not like these are collector's items. These are made in China. Sold them cheap. If they break, they break. We will not cry. We will. They're not going to all break. There we go. Oh, come on. Man, this is actually a pretty easy, pretty chill shipping day. For the dollar amount going out, I got no complaints. Let's do. Here we go. We got some pants. Or I should say, pardon me, not pants, chinos. These are Bill Blass. She didn't say like new on this listing somewhere, did she? No. These sold for $11.10 plus $5 shipping. Not too shabby. I'm okay with that. Give her one of these here fancy poly bags. Alrighty. Whoa. COVID-19. Oh, I like it. All right. What do we got next? Let's do the other shirt. I have to get some cat hair off this one, but this is a Bon Jovi XXL. This is from the Backstage 2001, I think. Year 21. I forget what year that was. But anyways, I got a bunch of Bon Jovi t-shirts a while ago. It's not vintage. It's early 2000s or mid 2000s even. And it's one of those things that I got really early in my reselling thinking, oh, it's a band t-shirt. Not really understanding the market at that point. Not something I would ever pick up now. I mean, I might, but man, I sat on this. This has been up since it's been up since 2019, probably. No. Yeah, 2019. Probably early in the year too. So like January, February 2019. So, you know, we all make our bad buys and all that stuff. So this was definitely one of mine. Although, I mean, I've sold almost all of them. I think I have one left now. But it's not like single stitch. There's nothing really special about it. Except that it's Bon Jovi. All right, good enough. You think they'll like the tie-dye poly bag for a Bon Jovi can? It's still... And it's going to Germany, which is weird. I mean, it's not weird that... I mean, I guess it's kind of weird. Like, somebody in America wouldn't take me up on the price with free shipping, but someone in Germany was like, sure, I'll pay $20 American. Ooh, nice. Yeah, Mogo, you probably got a good score there. Oh, man. All right, whatever. 15. Okay. Prices went up. On international shipping to Germany. Whatever. Still making a little bit of money on it. I really don't care. So, 10 more. There we go. It is 10 ounces. Same price no matter what. Doesn't seem to matter. It is what it is. All right. I've read. Yep. There we go. So it's, yeah. I lost a little bit of money on the shipping there. I only charged 15. It cost 20. The total order value on it was like $30. So I've still made money overall, but not as much as I could have. And honestly, I don't even care that much. All right. Let's do we got a record and a laser disc. We'll do those next. So the first one is a record. I actually already sold this once. And I think somebody was like, when I talked about it, I mentioned it on a previous live stream. And they were like, why don't you just relist it and sell it instead of keeping it? And I'm like, well, I like the band. I don't mind having a copy. Well, I didn't keep it. I did relist it. I just dropped down my record grade by 1 notch. And then I dropped my price by a couple of bucks. So it's Dire Straits, Brothers at Arms. Not a near mint copy. It's a VG Plus copy. Since I didn't want to get another return on it. The person who bought this previously was a stickler. So I was just like, you're going to run into those people sometimes. It's all good. They don't agree with your grading. That's fine. I don't make a big thing out of it. I don't get into an discussion or argument. I just say, send it back. So they did. I refunded. I relisted. Sold again within 24 hours. Everybody wins. The new customer gets a slightly less expensive record. I don't have to sit on the inventory anymore. Original customer gets his money back. It's done. I think I even sent out an offer on it, maybe. Yeah, so it sold for $19.76 plus shipping. Which is totally fine. Happy to have it. And then we got a laser disc. This is Saboteur. Alfred Hitchcock's Saboteur. I've never seen this. Priscilla Lane, Robert Cummings, with Otto and Alma Kruger. 1942. So this is really early Hitchcock. Cool. I should check this out. Saboteur! Has anybody seen Saboteur before? Any Hitchcock fans in the house? Got 11 people in the chat. Well, thank you everyone who's in here. If it's your first time, thank you very much for joining us. This is a semi-daily show where we just kind of pack up, shoot the breeze, ship out some orders. Sometimes we get ourselves some copyright claims listening to music. I also do some postcard related content. In fact, when we're done here, I'm going to be just shooting a couple. One's going to be a very, very short one. And then a slightly less short one. But also weekly what solds for postcards. And then soon, real soon, I promise, we're going to actually be doing some sourcing content out in the field. Oh, thanks, Mickey. Yeah, I saw your comment a couple days ago. Thank you very much for that, and appreciate you watching. Let me know anytime if you've got questions or comments. You can always leave them in the comments, and I'll respond. If you've got ideas for videos you'd like to see, please also leave those, and I will, take those into consideration. The one I'm going to hopefully be shooting today is going to deal with what I've done now for. I spent the last 4 days organizing my unlisted postcards by state and content, so that when I'm listing, I don't have to change as much when I'm doing a listing, and hopefully increase how many I can do in a short period of time. And my first test on it was last night. I listed for 1 hour. I wanted to see how many postcards I could do in 1 hour. So I grabbed all of my unlisted Maine postcards from the state of Maine, and I did 27 in 1 hour. For about $150 in gross listing value. this morning before I started the stream, listed for an hour and 15 minutes, and listed 41 postcards. It was all Walt Disney World postcards, Walt Disney World Chrome. Here they are here. So I just pulled, since I had everything organized, all I had to do is just pull them out. Only thing I had to change was a couple of things on the title, whether or not it was posted, and in some cases price. And in an hour and 15 minutes, 41 postcards listed for just shy of $200 listing value. So this is, I don't know if you guys list postcards or list in quantity. This is, for me, it's a game changer. I feel like an idiot that I haven't been doing it this whole time, because this is just 100 times more, not 100 times, but at least 50% more efficient than what I was doing before. All right, we've got this is some sheet music from Exodus, the movie from 1960. I'm gonna probably find something to make that more rigid. That'll work. We can work at that. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of probably do like a short, like minute long, just on refining technique, refining process, right? Like, I think that's something everybody should always be thinking about, how you can get better and faster at what you're doing. A lot of times when you are doing something the same way over and over and over for so long, like, it's easy to get into the rut of, well, this is just how I do it, and it seems pretty efficient for me. But there's also, I think, a point when you've done it the same way for so long, you get that like moment of, wait a minute, what if I just did this instead? And for me, I've kind of known that this was going to be the more efficient way to do it. But it was such an undertaking to go back and organize by state and content, and specific holidays, and that it was just so much time not listing. It was intimidating to like set aside the time to do that. And, so I started that project when I did my garage sale on Saturday, kind of with the idea in my mind that, like, okay, well, if I'm doing something else, then it's not just time that I'm like burning. So I got, maybe 15% done during that garage sale. And also during that garage sale, I really messed up my back, like real good. Wasn't able to move a whole lot for a couple of days. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep going with this. Like, it's not labor intensive. I don't have to move around a lot. I'm just going to keep, try to get this done. So it took me a while. I probably had 20 hours into the project in total. And got it done last night and put it to work. And, oh, come on. All right, we're going to use the bigger, thicker one then. Put it to work, and immediately, like, I know I can see the benefit. Man, I just made it a little bit too long. So So yeah, I mean, I think I will have no problem listing. I think it's possible to list, maybe even once I start getting, maybe tweak it a little bit further, 300 or 400 postcards in a day, maybe. That might be too ambitious, but I mean, it's not even 9 o'clock this morning. I listened for an hour and 15 minutes. I did 41 listings. I mean, I will have, without breaking a sweat, 100 listings done before lunch. And that leaves me, a lot of time to work on pretty much any other listing that might be a little more labor intensive and not really have to worry about it, because I've already got, 100 listings done, with a listing value of probably like, for 1,000 postcards or for 100 postcards, gonna be hard not to have like a listing value of like $400 or $500 with that. Sorry, I know I'm kind of rambling. I'm just thinking out loud because it's somewhat exciting to have a breakthrough like that. For me anyways, right? Because now I can see so much more potential. And actually the thing that got me there, believe it or not, is Cameron, your postcards. Your postcards were the thing that gave me my like aha of, okay, I need, because the postcards I got from you, Cameron, there was like 30 Montana postcards in there, and I burned through those Montana postcards so fast. Thanks, Cameron. Yeah, this is actually vintage. So yeah, those postcards, I like blasted through them. So that's when I was like, okay, I need to get my back stock settled, and then I can start just chugging out listings. Yeah, Mickey, that's exactly what I'm saying. List similar. I'm just like, boom, 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 so fast, so much faster. Like I said, I feel like an idiot that I wasn't doing it that way before, because it's so obvious. Like, but yeah, the intimidation factor for me was taking all that time to do it. But you know what? Now I've got the system in place. As new postcards come in, just file them away. And anytime I want to like list them, I can just go grab, oh, okay, today I'm just going to go do all my Delaware postcards, or, wherever. And just bust out, like, yeah, like I said, I'll have over 100 listings done. Probably, I would say, let's see, it's 9 now, probably by 11. It wasn't so much a kick in the booty. It was the aha moment, Cameron. It was the realization of how much more efficient it would be to do this other way. Like, I knew it would be more efficient. I just didn't know how much more efficient. Also, Cameron, you can tell your wife that I am almost, how many left do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have 7 of those Disney World postcards left. I am more than half sold through on those. This first one is just, I mean, obviously it's got some damage. We got a nick out of the side, a clip out of the top. This is some palm trees on the shore of the Indian River in Florida. Sold for $6.60 with free shipping. I've got a sale going on my postcards, not a big one, 5% off. The idea behind it is to get some watchers and use that to send out offers. So I've got 5% off on my postcards right now. I've got 10% off on my records. And my older inventory that I bought from the other eBayer is at like 25% off right now, or 20% off, something ridiculous. But it's definitely been bringing in some decent sales over the past couple of days. So. All right, next. Next is a Cooperstown Hall of Fame. This is Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. It's not a baseball card, but it's like a baseball card in that it's a card with a baseball player on it. Got a bunch of these from my former partner down in California. Sold a couple of them. These are not old. These are 2004. So some of the older ones can bring quite a bit more money. This one, though, sold for $3 and change. List 10,000 postcards. I mean, I'd be down on that if there was other people who were doing it. If I did nothing but postcards, I bet I could do 1,000 in a 24-hour listing challenge. Tell you what. You guys remind me if I forget about this. When I get to 1,000 subs, I will do not the only thing. I will do a 24-hour 1,000 listing challenge of postcards. And we'll do it for like charity or something like that. We'll set up some, once I have like super chats and all that stuff, we'll set it up so it goes to charity or something like that. And we'll do of course some giveaways and all that other kind of fun stuff. We're not that far away, I don't think. We're at 754. Alabama Picker, is he a postcard guy as well? Oh, that guy. He's got employees though, doesn't he?
A lot of people don't know.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember this. Yeah. I know who he is. I've seen his channel before. Like even like as efficiently as you could possibly work, 1,000 listings is a lot. It's ambitious because you basically have to average around 50 per hour to be able to hit that number. That's Hi Buster, how are you? I'll be done soon, don't worry. I'm not saying it can't be done, but yeah, you got to. And I don't know how other people would do their challenges, but the way I have done mine is that you have to start from scratch. You can sell similar, but you can't have a draft ready. You can't have your scans started. You can't have your photos done. Like you can't have all your pre-work done. Like it's you can't do any work on the listing prior to the challenge beginning. Is basically the guidelines I set up for my challenges. So whenever I say like I'm doing 1,000 listings this month, or 1,000 listings whenever, or I don't like start off with a bunch of drafts just ready to go. Oh yeah, I'm liberal. That's fine. I am not against conservatives. I have differing views from them. I will state my mind on my channel. That's what my channel's for. That's why I have one. I am always, always, always open to anyone of any political, religious, differing opinion to come on the show and have fact-based conversations, who are willing to show their work. but I am not interested in having somebody come on and feed me a bunch of Dookie Carlson talking points that are complete bullshit. So I have friends who are conservatives. I have friends who are Republicans. I have some friends, sadly, who are Trump supporters. But they understand why they're Trump supporters. And for them, they've actually put some reasonable thought to it. And honestly, it comes down to they've got money and they want to keep it. But, you know, for them, they know what that is. They're not making any, like, not trying to hide that fact that it's completely selfish. What do I think of? I actually haven't. I heard a little bit about this. I haven't dug deep into it, so I don't. Let's see. It says. Oh, yeah. This thing. Okay, so here's the deal. One. Yeah, Orange Man is bad. Very true, Shane Christopher. He broke the law while in office. Man deserves to be in jail. End of the day. Okay, so not only Fauci, but the CDC, the most American universities, most medical research organizations, most pharmaceutical companies, they put money in research projects all around the globe. It happens. That's a fact. So is it surprising that the CDC or really any organization put money in a research lab in China? No, not at all. But of course, conservative media is going to jump all over this. This is the kind of bullshit they love to blow out of proportion. Russell, I would agree with you, but I wouldn't call them Republicans anymore. There's no such thing as Republicans in this country anymore. There's no Republican Party. They're gone. What exists now is very different. I agree with you. I don't think Obamacare was, well, one, it really wasn't what rolled out from Obamacare was not what was intended. Socialist. You're goddamn right. But did you know, Shane, that socialism is not the same thing as communism? It sometimes is, but it's not always. Yeah, I agree with that. I think left wing. There is definitely, believe me, like the Democrats have their problems. I'm not dying to lie. Like, that's for sure. But you know, the one thing that I think far more on the left than the right, the left has a much higher degree of media literacy. So, not universally true, of course, but I would say, generally speaking, a little bit better to read between lines and disseminate fact from opinion. So, and I mean, we only need to look to QAnon to realize that the right really isn't real good at that. Or the success of Fox News, or the success of Newsmax, or really, Trump getting elected president, like sitting on a throne of lies, and nobody cares. I mean, there's not a Republican, I'm not even say former Republican, who like hasn't sold out every single one of their beliefs at this point to continue supporting Trump. But I mean, again, if anyone wants to come on and have a fact-based conversation, you're more than welcome. If you just want to like start, shouting "lock her up," that'll be fun. But be prepared to show your work, and I will poke holes in your hypocrisy. So, liberals hate facts. Right. Yeah. Come on. Hey, Shane, you want a link? Bring it on. Let's go. Step right up. I'll be here waiting. I'll be right back. No? Oh, well. I'll give you, let's see here, till 9:22. Of course I believe in the First Amendment. I mean, Shane, if you believed in the First Amendment, you would stand up for the protesters in Washington, D.C., or New York, or Portland, who were actually quite peaceable until the police began firing on them. Yeah, there's your link. Come on. You got another minute. Hey, hate to tell you, Shane, it's not censorship when you own the platform. Shane, it wasn't violent until the police started firing tear gas. Want to know how I know that? Again, you want to have fact-based conversations, bring it on. If you're going to just talk about shit you saw on Fox News, not real interested. You know what? Your time is just about up. I mean, it's cool that you want to, like, you know, talk about Dookie Carlson and Fox News and all the bile that they spew, lies and bullshit. But you know what? Those aren't actually the facts. Shane, you're clearly not interested in facts because you haven't provided a single fact so far. What does that even mean? What does Russian dossier wasn't BS? What does that even mean? Like, all right. Yep. Guess what, Shane? Oh, talk to you later. Well, folks, I guess that's going to be it for today. I'm going to go list another 100 postcards and then have some lunch. Thank you all very much for watching. I really was hoping to have a spirited and fact-based political debate here today, but unfortunately, you know, that didn't happen. Maybe next time. Cross my fingers. So thanks again. If it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button. If I haven't lost you already. Oh, yes, mothers. Do you want to come on? That's, oh, Crazy Card. That'll be fun. I know you'll probably rip me to shreds, but hey, Sal, lurker. Yeah. So thanks, everybody, and yeah, maybe one of these days we will have some spirited political debate instead of me just ranting, which I know is not fun for everybody. It's fun for me, probably not for you so much. So yeah, let's see here. There will next probably 4 or 5 days we'll be doing lives. I know I missed yesterday, and it was really super short the day before that, but you know, whatever. Oh, you know what? Before I do go, you guys, tomorrow night on Thrifty Lobster's channel, we are doing our usual Friday night Gringos talk. And we're doing a couple things. One, we're going to have a special guest, Mr. Harry Humstone. So that, you know, Harry and I like to get into it. But we're also doing an auction. And we're each going to put up some items. We're doing the auctions through eBay, but we're going to talk about the stuff on the show and start the auctions on the show. So you guys are going to know and see the stuff that we're putting out there. And I want to know, I've got a couple of ideas for what I'm going to do. But if you guys have ideas on some stuff you'd like me to auction off for that, now's a good time to do that. Since we're going to be deprived of spirited political conversation. Anybody got ideas? What should I auction off? I was thinking of doing a junk drawer lot, and you know, Mogo, that's the thing is I was thinking about doing postcards, but one, I'm not gonna list my postcards. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna auction postcards. I'm going to do some other stuff. It's a good idea, but if I was going to auction postcards, it's going to be postcards that I'm not going to list. And I don't want anyone to buy like stuff that's not worth me listing. I could do some records. I've got 8 tracks. I could do like a bunch of media. I do have a one plush that's going to be put up because I know Gravity Goods wants it. I don't know. Any other ideas? Anything you guys would like to see auctioned? I was thinking of just kind of not doing any planning and then just like throw stuff together on the show. Yeah, Crazy Card. I listen. Shane got every chance. I don't want to talk trash about the guy, but I asked for like some fact, and he wasn't like. Here was his contributions. I'm just gonna recap very briefly for you folks. Oh, did they all just delete? Oh, I think he deleted all of his comments. I timed him out. Then he probably unsubbed and deleted all of his comments. Oh well, that's funny. Are they still there? I could have sworn. Yeah, they're all gone now. Oh, you hit him. Okay. No, that's okay. He just was throwing out like conservative like catchphrases that don't mean anything. And so whatever. That's fine, Star City. You don't have to unblock him. It's all good. Okay. Cool, Sarah. Thanks. Yeah, I was going to do that. Yeah, so Star City, just in the future, I don't mind having people help moderate. I don't I'm not trying to censor him, but I did need him to shut up because he wasn't being productive. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to take away his voice, but I did need him to quiet down. Okay, I'll do a random thing. I'll maybe do like a pile of records. I'm gonna definitely do a junk drawer lot. And then I've got a plush. I'll probably do 8 tracks. And so the plan, what we're going to do is we're going to do some auctions. They're all going to be on eBay. I think Justin might be doing a couple reverse auctions. And we're going to do them where they start during the show and they'll end a week later during the show. So that'll be fun. And then we're going to do some 24-hour auctions. So like instant gratification style. And you guys are going to, if you're in watching the show, you'll get links to everything. And it's going to be, everything starts at $1. For me anyways, everything starts at $1 and it'll be charged shipping, but I'm going to try to keep everything either in padded flat rates or media mail. So it's not going to be super expensive stuff. I'm not going to charge handling or anything like that. And I will probably set up maybe like donations, I don't know, like the Lincoln Project or something like that. Okay, so this time, really for real, we're done for today. Thank you all very much. We will catch you on the flippy flop. And oh, Shane is back. Hi, Shane. Okay. Well, maybe we're not done. I can end the show. Are you coming? Are you gonna come on? No. Oh, I sold some things while I was sitting here. Drop the link. Sure. You're Tell me about your liberal tears mug. I don't actually drink. I make sure that I don't drink the MAGA tears because you know why? They're salty and bitter. Well, even if he's blocked, he can still click on the link in the chat. And actually, the best thing about my MAGA tears mug is that it used to be a Garage Flips mug. No, I'm just saying. I'm not. I would be happy to have a fact-based political conversation if there's one to be had. Apparently, there's not though. So we're gonna end this one for the third time in the session. It's been a blast. I'm gonna go list some postcards. I'm gonna ship a postcard and then I'm gonna list some postcards. So catch you all on the flippy flop. Shane, let me know next time you want to hop into the chat. I'm more than happy to have you on the show and we can have a great conversation. So yeah, let's